What's going on, guys? I'm just getting ready setting up, so don't panic because you can't see anything. Right, let us crack on. Badoosh. Okay, welcome. What the feck is going on? It's Saturday. My throat is still being annoying, but we're here. And we're at Barnet now, so I'm going to quickly run through what's happened since we last live streamed. Obviously, last time when we did the live stream, the second live stream we were at Kidderminster. The first live stream we were at Wealdstone, the second live stream we were at Kidderminster, the third live stream we were at Barnet. But that is the beauty of the Grassroots to Greatness sort of theory, whatever you want to call it. That's how we go about it. We start off with the lowest leagues possible in the UK, and then we just go where it takes us. So we went from Wealdstone over to the mighty Kidderminster. Then we got promoted with them in our second season, our first full season we got promoted. I'll quickly show you the league from last season. We'll have a look how we did. Let's just go stages. We need to drop down to the Vanarama North. Let me just move my microphone. Sorry if there's a load of clanking and banging when I do that. So, like I say, we started off last season with promotion in the playoffs. We beat Macclesfield over 2 legs and then beat Stockport in the final. Stockport were unlucky. They started to really catch up on Altrincham towards the end of the season. Just wasn't quite good enough. Didn't catch them, and we basically push them back. For some reason that says live stream 2. It's supposed to say live stream 3 in the title. I'll need to change that. I've just noticed that, sorry, on my thing. Never mind. So yeah, we went up, and that obviously took us into the Vanarama National League, which is here, and they're currently 9th in the table. I left them, they were 10th, so they've moved up a place. They are currently 9 points off the playoffs, but they've had a really, really good run of things, and it's really cool to see them doing as well as they are. I don't think they've got a new manager yet. Gary Smith was there. Oh no, Jim Harvey is the manager now. He was the Altrincham manager who won the league of Altrincham last season. So they've obviously gone up. He's obviously moved on now to Kidderminster. Altrincham are not having the best of times. And funnily enough, his first match in charge would have been against Altrincham because they didn't have a manager for the Morecambe game. So I'm assuming that was his first game in charge. Where's it gone? Overview, that's the one I want. Oh, no, he hasn't actually managed them yet. So he didn't manage it against his former club. But yeah, so that's where Kidderminster are. Like I say, we got them promoted. We had a really, really good season last year. Started this season really well. I'll quickly show you their form, so to speak. We started with a bit of a shite result on the opening day on telly, no less. BT Sport, I'd imagine, or Premier Sports against Telford. We then won 4 on the bounce, which was really good. Really pleased with that. Then we drew 2-2. Then we beat Bournemouth 5-3. And then we had a bit of a patch where we were kind of just really inconsistent, on and off. A lot of crazy results. My last game in charge was the 3-2 victory over Dover in the first round of the FA Trophy. So they're still in the FA Trophy. They got Oxford City in the second round. So we had an okay time of things, but a lot of injuries came in, which kind of stumped us just a little bit. Dale Southwell, I've brought him with me to Barnet. He's cost me £14,000 to bring to Barnet, but you can see he had an absolutely amazing year in our promotion year. He's had a few injuries this season, but since coming to Barnet, he's got 3 goals in 2 appearances. So he isn't messing around. He's a very decent player. So really pleased with that. Really pleased to bring him with us and get him in at Barnet. So in terms of Barnet, when I took over they were 19th. We're up to 17th at the moment. My first game in charge was this one against Plymouth, who coincidentally were the first team to approach me. They came in for me and offered me the chance to come in as manager. They interviewed me, went with somebody else, which is fine, but we beat them 1-0. We then drew 1-1 with Newport. We very, very disappointingly lost to Ebbsfleet 1-0. But we've won our last two, 3-0 against Crawley away and 3-1 against Notts County at home. And that leads us into our next match in 5 days' time against Bristol Rovers away. So, got some good games coming up. The interesting thing is, despite us being in 17th, we are only 6 points off the playoffs. Not saying that we're going to get there, not saying that's possible, but that is the good thing. We're only 6 points off the playoffs, so this is a very tight league. I mean, realistically, Stevenage, if they really kicked on, I mean, they'd have to do some serious cracking on, but they could crack on and still make the playoffs. It's a very tight league. Ebbsfleet going brilliantly. Forest Green, not quite so good, out of teams that have come up. So yeah, that's where that lies at the minute. In terms of the squad, we have some okay players. This squad isn't going to set the world alight, but I don't know, those of you who watched the last stream with Kidderminster will know I was looking at this guy, Joe Lumley, not Joanna Lumley, don't get confused, that'd be a completely bizarre situation. He was at QPR and I tried to get him on loan at Kidderminster, but he was refusing to come on loan to us because Arsenal were absolutely stalking the guy, and there was points where I think Arsenal made bids and they were rejected, like 800, 900,000 pound bids for him and they were rejected. It never happened and he got released, and I was just like, what? So when I came in, I was looking through the free transfers, looking through players that I looked at before, saw he was available. Barnet needed a keeper because their loan keeper was going back to his parent club, and I thought, right, he'll do. It was between him and Will Jaskalainen. Now, Will Jaskalainen would have been a good signing, don't get me wrong, but he wanted ridiculous wages, so Lumley came in, and I'm really pleased. He's done okay. He's played one game for us, only played the one game, but he did quite well in the game, so that's always a bonus. But yeah, so some decent players in this Barnet team. Nobody really to set the world alight though. A few loan players. Axel Anderson on loan from Reading. He's got some serious throwing technique. He's an aggressive guy, but he's done alright for me so far since coming in. When I first came in, he was really struggling for fitness, but we managed to sort that out. And they've had a lot of injuries. I mean, when I came in, all these guys here were injured, and there was a couple of first team players injured, so we had to kind of work around that. Luckily, none of them were long term. You can see players like Justin Johnson, who's on loan from Dundee United. He is trying to basically get back to full fitness. He's been out injured. He's quite pacey, quite quick. Haven't had a chance to really look at him though because of the fact that he's been injured. So it's just a case of learning the squad. Like I say, it is literally a case of I've come in and I'm having to learn all these players. Some of them I know from previous versions and stuff, but this year there seems to be a bit of an overhaul on stats and stuff as far as certain players are concerned, so it is kind of just relearning who they are. John Akinde should be an absolute beast. He's not really been doing brilliantly for us, but he has started to pick up. He's a good player at this level, so I'm hoping we can get him going and get him cracking. So that's kind of a quick recap. We've had our little recap moment now, so we should all be all right to know where we are. I'm just informing you that my client Levi Rowley would like to withdraw his formal transfer request. Well, let's have a look at him. Well, he actually looks quite good. He's been out on loan at Kingstonian. You're not exactly ripping up trees, son, are you? But because I'm going to move him up to the senior team, I'm also going to make him available for the under-23s for 60 minutes. It's a good way. I mean, you don't get me wrong, you get injuries that way. You can get injuries that way, but it's a good way of keeping players sharp and fit, because they're kind of involved in stuff. You're going out on loan. Let's just have a quick word with him. Made the decision. If it means yep, happy with that. That's what I like. He's going to a decent team in Grimsby as well. Vanarama national team, top of the league. So he's going in to play decent football. He's going to play for a team that will probably be playing league football next season, barring any catastrophes. And if there are any catastrophes, maybe it will be blamed on him. Who knows? Like I say, we've got Bristol Rovers coming up in our first game live com of the stream, and Ian Holloway is back as manager of Bristol Rovers, which is pretty cool. And they've just absolutely smashed Shrewsbury by 5-1. That could be slightly concerning. I wonder if Akinfenwa was still around. I think he'll have retired now. I mean, we're into 2020 now, so I'm pretty sure he's going to have retired by now. But let's just have a quick look. Yeah, he's an assistant manager now. I mean, he's 37 now. I didn't know if maybe he dropped into the low leagues. We're still giving it a bit of a crack, but I guess not. Kidderminster looking at George Walker. I like to keep. Let's just go social though. I like to try and keep a good. I like to have a good little look at my former club for a while. Just keep an eye on them, see how they're doing, until until I feel I can let go. Until I feel like I can let go. But how is everybody? How is everybody? Those of you who are here, I hope you're okay. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Remember, hit a like on this this stream, because it adds the like to the video, and the video goes live, which is really awesome. West Brom pulled one back. Squeaky, but Gareth McCauley, squeaky bum time for Liverpool. So Ebbsfleet are going really well. It's really cool. I do need to. Somebody needs to make the lower league kits for this year's game. I've started downloading all the kits that are cropping up, the kit packs that are cropping up and stuff. So that's all that sorted. Their focus and attack is very, very central. Peter Hartley seems to. They don't make a lot of mistakes, to be fair, per player. Peter Hartley's is 3, and he's the highest, so. So yeah, be interested to see how Mourinho. Where have I got Mourinho from? Bristol Rovers, Ian Holloway, and I come up with Mourinho. I have no idea. I have no idea what I've just created, but it's hideous. Be interested to see how Holloway has got them playing as Victor Wanyama leaves Tottenham for Newcastle in a £10.75 million move. Wow. James Wilson's left Man U to go to Preston for 4.1 million. It's all kicking off. It is all kicking off. No, since you were last with me, I've loaded up a couple more leagues. Ready. I was toying with the idea of moving maybe abroad after leaving Kidderminster as part of the save, but as luck would have it, as fate would have it, Barnet came in and offered me the job. But we've loaded up Finland, Iceland, Italy and Scotland now, so they're all up and running at the moment. I wouldn't mind perhaps moving to Finland or Iceland when time is up. How's it going, Martin, dude? I'm really good, man. Really good. Yeah, it's going pretty well so far, my friend. Pretty well. Not too bad. Not too bad. Sorry, dude. I've only just realised. I don't know when you put that up there, but I've only just realised that you did. So, apology. Oh, it's only just now anyway, so that's all right. But yeah, so, yeah, it's going all right, mate. Like I say, we started at Wealdstone. Didn't work out. Went to Hemel. Started to work out, but they went wrong. Went to Kidderminster. Won promotion. Done all right in the Vanarama National for them, gone up to about 10th, and then Barnet came knocking, so we've moved to Barnet. We've finally got into the Football League, so we've progressed well from where we were, struggling to get a job in the Vanarama National North and South to being a League 2 manager. Hopefully we can keep these boys up and progress our reputation a bit. And then we're going to be trying to aim to go to somewhere like Finland, maybe Finland first. Finland feels like a natural progression And with it being the Finnish Premier Division, we could perhaps get into a team, if we could do well, get them into European competitions, and then get a bit more reputation that way. That's how we do. That's how we do on these Grassroots series. So Lumley's obviously not sharp, but all is well. All is well. Levi Rowley can come on the bench today. He's going to get his go. I said I'll let him stay. I'll give him his go. Dean Stevens is starting to get fitness back. Slowly. He's playing for the reserves as well to get his match fitness up. So do we pop him on the bench? Yes. We do. We do. I've been listening to the playbacks of your previous streams on the way to work this week. Oh, cheers, mate. I really appreciate that. It does really mean a lot when people say they like my stuff. Because I'm one of those people where, as sad as it is, I get really disenchanted when my stuff doesn't do as well as other people's. That sounds really bad. I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean, there are better, the people that get more views than me deserve more views than me. You know what I mean? It's not that I'm saying different. But yeah, sometimes it can be a bit hard when you think you're doing something that people enjoy and it doesn't work so well. So it means a lot when people say that. So thank you very much, my friend. Much appreciated. So I've kind of just drifted into this now. We're playing the 4-4-2 because we've done all right with it so far. Southwell, the beast, he doesn't play that position very well, but that's the position and style of play where he scores just a thunderball amount of goals. That made no sense. A thunderball amount of goals. An absolute crap ton of goals, we'll say. That's where he scores them from. Apro is an ageing striker, but he's actually the club's top goal scorer at the moment, so he's doing well. He links up well in that position. And then Gambin, Flanagan, Ward. Honeyman doesn't really play that position, but at the moment, due to fitness and injuries, he's been playing there and he's done a decent job for me. And then Johnson, Anderson, Cabango, who scored his first goal for us, and it was a Cabango. It was one of those moments where when he scored, I literally shouted, Cabango! And then Pearson arrived out of Lumley. Lumley, the former Arsene Wenger love child, he was obsessed with him for a good while. He's in goal. Byron Moore still at Brizzle. So yes, Ryan Lowe is my assistant manager, which is not something I did. Obviously, those of you know I'm a Crew fan. Ryan Lowe is 38 at the minute in real life, playing for Crew up front. Great player. I came here and he was the assistant manager and I was as happy as a pig in plop. I really was. Really pleased with it. So we haven't got the 3D highlights on this match because of the crash dump issue. Go on, Honeyman sends it in. Cabango! Get in! 2 in 2 for Cabango from corners. That is superb. Well, that was a brilliant start. Well done. Ward, Southwell, Flanagan. Southwell just has this knack of getting in there. That was a terrible ball from Apro. This could see. This is our vulnerability a bit here in the crosses. Yeah. Ah, Fecker. No, I'm not, mate. This was actually supposed to be my off-camera save, but it's turned into a on and off-camera save. So, come on, kid. Well done. Oh, it's a terrible ball away. Distribution is a bit of a bummer with us at the moment. Well done, Ward. He cut that out beautifully. See, it's... Go on, Pro. Southwell, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? This makes his 14th of the season, and he's got, I think it's 4 in 3 for us now. The guy is an absolute machine. I was desperate. I mean, those of you who watched the last live stream, this would be 2-2. Yeah. Fucking hell. Oh, that's my tea gone. Yeah, those of you who watched the other stream will have seen me trying to get him to join us, and he just wouldn't join us. He was like, no. And then he got released by Wickham, and I was like, join me. He's like, no. I was like, join me, no. And then he was out without a club for a while and there was no interest, and I was like, come on. He's like, oh, go on then. And he had that amazing season for us, just banging goals in the front and centre. But yeah, I'm really pleased I picked him up there, and then I'm really pleased that I managed to get him to follow us here. Assertively keep going for the win. Okay, and we're going to come out here, and then we're going to hit this, and we're going to assertively demand more and see if that'll G him up a bit. Well done, well dealt with. Good distribution for a change. Here's Pro, tries to find Southwell but doesn't quite manage it. That was a brilliant challenge. Come on now, break. Southwell into the area. What a finish. The man is on absolute fire. Absolute fire. Superb stuff. Fantastic finish. Can he grumble at it? Can you? You can he grumble. They're here again now. Well done, Flanagan, to clear it out. And they've skied the rebound. Right, we need to assertively concentrate as they put the ball in the back of the fecking net. God damn it. God damn it. But we are away from home against Brizzle, and they're a very decent side. That's what I'm going to keep telling myself. Flanagan over the top. That's cleared away. I think. What a challenge from Pearson. That Pro. Is Southwell in for a hat-trick? He is. He is in form. Oh, sorry, dude. Is the... Go on. Oh, he's got 4. Boom! Hopefully, is the stream quality really bad? Oh, well done, Wall. Yeah, basically, this was my off-camera save, but it's turned into a on and off-camera save, basically. Let's pop you in. And Southwell deserves a rest for his efforts, so John Akinde can come on. So, let me just have a look and just check. I have no idea what's going on in the match, so if there's all sorts going on, I apologise. What is occurring? It's 5-3. It's a fantastic performance. I mean, defensively, we've been absolutely pap, but other than that, that is a very, very pleasing performance, which moves us up to 15th place at the moment. Come on, get there. I am pleased with that. It is most delightful. Okay, according to my end, it says I've got good stream health at the moment, so hopefully it should be okay. Congratulate the team. Passionately congratulate them. That was superb. I mean, Southwell's got 4 goals. And if we looked at his history, playing for Kidderminster for me, that season when he got, the season before this one, last season, he'd get hat-tricks almost every other game at one point. He was just absolutely burning through defences like there was no tomorrow. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But that is a fantastic win away from home against Bristol Rovers. It moves us to within a few points of them, I believe, or within a point of them, which is great. So we're on 34. So we've taken them from 19th. They were kind of in and around there. We're not miles clear, but we've managed to pull them away, which is really, really decent. Really decent. It's good. That's okay. So we've got Oldham coming up next, who are third in the table. We've got a good 6-day break between now and then, so that's good. Yeah, we'll praise his performance because that was superb. Well done. Considering he never wanted to go to Kidderminster when I was there, and we had to really work hard to talk him into it, his favourite clubs is, well, his favourite club now is Kidderminster, so he enjoyed it a little bit. He enjoyed it a little teensy bit. I mean, he got 30-odd goals in a season and won promotion via the playoffs, and as you know, a knock-on effect has ended up playing in the Football League. So, you know, he's got to be happy with that. He has got to be happy with it. What's going on here? People up in my face on Facebook. Ma and Pa, pair of pissheads up in Portugal. Crazy stuff. Right, Kean Flanagan I would like to keep. He's on loan from Crystal Palace and he's been really, really good for me. So hopefully they'll allow us to extend the loan for him. And now Stevens, he's not had a great time of things, let's be honest. But he's been injured. So I don't know whether to. What do you reckon? I don't know whether to go for it and extend his loan to give him that chance, or do we let him go and go with what we've got? I mean, he's quick, he's got good finishing. I'm leaning towards extending the loan to keep him in. You know, and to have him there as the backup because he's quick, he's got good strength, he's tall, his decisions aren't great, his determination's okay at 12. What's his heading? 12, jump reach 13, so he's good in the air. You know, he's decent in the air. I think we offer it. I think we do it. We'll do it till the end of the season. We'll risk it. We'll take a calculated risk on him. Hopefully he can stay fit. That's going to be the main thing. And then we can get him through the door. Get him through the door, get him over the line in terms of getting his first goal. I'm confident we can get him going. The Flanagan offer has been accepted and now confirmed. So I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. He's in. So let's see what the Oldham thing says. So they're going to play normally a 4-4-2. Lee Jones is their manager. So let's see. They're third in the league. Got comparisons. Their average age is a lot lower than ours. We've got 12 nationalities representing us. That's crazy. Okay. I don't know what to expect from this against Oldham because, excuse me, they're clearly a decent team. You know, they've got something about them. They're third in the league. You don't get to third in the league by accident. And we're on an interesting run. You know, we're kind of picking up, but we all know that at some point cracks are going to appear and things are going to go wrong. It happens. It does. It's just the way football is. But I don't know. We're going to have it in us to really take it to them. The Hinkley one, mate, I carried on briefly for like a week or so afterwards. I carried on and didn't really do much, to be honest with it. Didn't finish the season that I was in, and I just kind of, at that point, because of all the stuff that was going on, I kind of just fell out of love with the game, to be honest. And then before I knew it, FM17 was like going to drop anytime soon, so I just finished it off. It's there, it's still on my computer in my backup files if I ever wanted to, but I'm not one of those people who goes back and plays the old game when the new one's out. So I did. So basically, in a nutshell, I did very briefly, but nothing substantial happened. I'll tell you one thing that I did do. Do you remember him? Natumbu Masanka, who was the absolute goal machine on the Hinckley save. Just before I left Kidderminster, I managed to talk him into joining them on a free, and he got injured in his first game, so that's a bummer. But yeah, so I would have, if I'd have known I was going to be moving to Barnet, I'd have held fire and brought him to Barnet. But hey ho, there you go. Yeah, I think a lot of people are. Some people, I mean, I really like the fact that some people are like, no, I'm stopping on 16, finishing my career that I'll, getting to where I want to go, and then moving to 17. But I just can't do it. I can't. Once the new thing is out, I'm like, that's where I want to be. I want to be on the new game now. And if I went back now, I'd be like, well, I want to see what the social feed says. Silly, but I would. I'd be like, oh, I wonder what the social feed would say about this and that and the other. But oh, there you go. There you go. You can't have it all. Danny Cadamater is taking over as manager of Stevenage. Now that is a sentence I never thought I'd ever see. Crazy. Who's Joey Barton manager? Joey Barton is now a manager. Lincoln City. Joey Barton is now the manager of Lincoln City. That's a thing. That is a thing. If we ever did see one. What's this? Tutoring. Now this is interesting. This is interesting. I've never noticed. I don't think I've ever seen this before. It's saying player tutoring. Joe Lumley is a goalkeeper. I took Sutton Coldfield up to the Premier League. Was halfway through the season. The beta dropped, and now I'm doing Liverpool. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. I'm exactly the same. I mean, I could have been totally engrossed in the Hinckley one, and I'd have just been like, all the betas dropped. FM16, bye-bye. Beta, hello. Sort of thing. So, yeah, I totally get where you're coming from there. But, yeah, this is weird, man. Joe Lumley's a goalkeeper. Eric Johnson's a left-back, I believe. No, he's a goalkeeper. Who am I thinking of, then? Ignore me, I'm an idiot. I'm thinking of Elliot Johnson. Ignore me. Just ignore. Pretend that didn't happen. I was talking ridiculousness. That'll teach me to check the player first before I start talking about it. I just saw E. Johnson and I thought, that's bizarre. Oh shit. It would help then if I actually did what it was telling me, saying I should do. Will you tutor him? You will. There's some right bitches on this about tutoring that don't want to do it. Jack Griffiths is a high potential player apparently. Oh, he is and all. Willow. You know what, Sunshine? This is what I do. I give these kids a crack. Player form, yep. That's fair shout telling these two that they've played well. I'm down with that. They have played well. Well done. Well done to all involved. Give yourself a round of applause, everybody watching. Well done. Well done. So we've got Old Ham up next. Wolves have beaten West Ham. God, Dean Lewington is still playing. He's got about 406. 35. Technically one club man. because Wimbledon, he was there when they moved to MK, so he's technically a one club man, but on paper he's a two club man. But 654 appearances for MK Dons. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, I must admit, I've never really been that much of a fan of Journeyman series, but then when I started doing Grassroots to Greatness, I really got into it. I mean, some moves that I made to clubs, I absolutely hated it and really regretted it, but I enjoyed it. I just really enjoyed it overall. It was a great experience. And then I started this one. I just thought, I'll start an offline save and just see what happens. And now, what's this? Ooh. And now, you know, it just feels really cool. It just feels really cool. You know, we had a disastrous time at Wealdstone, a bit of a disaster at Hemel. Started off pretty poor at Kidderminster, but turned it right round and got promoted. And now we're plodding along. So far, so good at Barnet, and it's just interesting. It just makes me wonder, you know, who will be like, we should take a punt on him. What club will be like that next? So, be cool, be pretty interesting. Would like to move outside the UK, if possible, for the next move. But we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves there. But it would be nice for the next thing to be outside the UK. Oh yeah, the British Steel one. Yeah, there's a lot of challenges out there that are quite fun. What you want? What you want? We'll loan list him, or transfer list him, because he's not going to play. Nana ain't going to play. And we'll loan list Griffith. And we'll change that. I do like this new, like these new advice screens, how you can literally just tick things and it does it. I do like that. I really quite like that. That is one of the good little things. And I was saying the other day, Vincent Kompany signed for Benfica. Good effort. I do like how when you take a player on trial, they actually pay attention to the fact you've taken players on trial, and the media question you about what you're hoping to get from the trial, and you can say it's down to him now. We're giving him a chance. It's up to him to take it. And when you don't sign the player, it's really cool how they come back and say, why didn't you sign him? What happened? What went wrong? You know, sort of thing. And you get the chance to say, didn't like him, his attitude was right, you know, and all that sort of stuff, where you just say we couldn't meet an agreement. You know, I like how there's just those little things there. Whereas before it was you take a player on trial, they'd come on trial, nobody would say anything about them, and then they'd go, or you'd sign them, and that was it. Whereas now it gets a little bit of attention, which is cool. So today, Oldham at home. Third place Oldham. What we got? What's going on? Right, Griffiths. Come on the way. Stevens is really struggling to get. He's dropped out of the. Oh. Let's just pop him on there for 60 minutes a game for now. You, my boy. Honeyman's been doing really well, but Justin Johnson, I'm going to give him a run out. I'm going to give him a start. And we'll see how he gets on. So Oldham, like I say, third in the league, so in the third automatic promotion spots, 3 points ahead of Crawley. Ebbsfleet closing in. Look at Ebbsfleet going for it. Go on, my boy. So we potentially could be 12th by the end of the day if we could pick up a win and results went our way. It's a big ask, but it's a possibility. You know, the chance is there, I guess. So, let us see what today has in store for us. That's not the best to start. Southwell getting the ball whipped off him, but not a lot has happened so far. Win that, well done. Southwell All over the place he is. He's there again, look, linking up. He'll play this one off to Flanagan. Plays it to Ward, Apro, Johnson, back to Apro, and it's saved. Very well, might add, by the keeper. Flanagan to Gambin, that's it. That's the end of that highlight. Excitement over, sit back down. And comes the ball, cleared away. Gambin to Ward, Flanagan, Johnson. Gambin, 1-0, get in. Ooh. Luke Gambin, 5th of the season. His fitness was an absolute crapper when I first came in. His fitness was in the crapper, big time. I didn't drop him. I had a word with him and said, look, mate, your fitness is plop. So I'm going to rest you to let you recover, and then we'll ease you back in. And we've done it, and it's really worked charm with him. Same with Axel Anderson. It was exactly the same with him. Him and Gambin were just absolutely knackered. They'd literally run themselves ragged under the previous regime. This is looking dangerous for Oldham. Ball cleared by Anderson. Well done, Flanagan, cutting that out. He's played it forward for Southwell. He's onto it. Is he going to play into the middle? He is. Apro straight into the keeper's arms. Straight into the keeper's arms. He could have died in his arms tonight. That was terrible defending. That was absolutely terrible defending. Team talk. Aggressively demand more. Oh, he's gone aggressive. He's gone aggressive. They're going to make 2. Yeah, that was absolutely feckin' woeful. Absolutely feckin' woeful. I mean, look at the play. Look at the amount of feckin' play. Let's go overboard. Overboard overload. Flanagan, come on. Oh, that is a terrible ball. We've just kind of gone to pot a little bit now. Come on, that's it. That's nice. He's done his man. Apro. Come on, play it forwards. Stop passing it sideways and get forwards. Southwell, get in. Bish to the bash to the bosh. Let's drop it back to attacking now. Substitute. Apro. I know he's just set that ball up, but Jonathan Akinde can come on. And Charlie Ward can come out for Honeyman. My favourite Football Manager save. I love all the Hinkley ones I've done, but last year's Grassroots to Greatness, I think, is my favourite. I really, really did love that one. We're going to give Jack Griffith a go. Gambin's had a fantastic game, but we're going to give Jack Griffith a go. Passionately, make a difference. Go on, you little bugger. So, yeah, I think my Grassroots to Greatness, that Inter Milan team that I had in Grassroots to Greatness last year was just immense. Just an absolute joy to behold. They're going to get a 3rd here. Oh, well cut out, Griffiths, the young lad. Well done. Let's try and G these up a bit. Assertively demand more. Come on. Southwell. Boo. Yeah, that Inter Milan team and Grassroots. I mean, Jose Botello and Danilo, who I had at Inter Milan, they were just spectacular. And that, I always bang on about it. A 2-2 draw, that's not too bad against a team who were 3rd in the league. We did have 30 freaking shots though. Actually, you do the team talk, Rilo. It's probably best. 30 shots, 13 on target, and we drew 2 apiece. 61% possession. What the feck is that all about? I bang on about it a lot, sorry, but that Champions League final for Inter Milan against Benfica at Old Trafford in that save was just sublime. That goal from Botello was just unbelievable. You've done well again. Not quite as well as your 4 goals in the game before, mind, but you've done well. But yeah, that's definitely my favourite. What about you? Have you got one of yours that's always been that's been your favourite? One that you've really enjoyed, that you've done? so many to choose from, but for me, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Grassroots to Greatness last year. I don't know if it's because one that's like really in the forefront of my mind or not, but yeah, I really enjoyed that. There was a Hinkley one a few years ago where I first started taking the big risks of playing under 21, youth players that weren't really good enough to play and building them up through game time and stuff. And a few of them ended up playing for England, going all the way with me to the Premier League and playing for England and stuff. I enjoyed that, but I don't know, it's just something about that Inter Milan team at Grassroots to Greatness that really, really makes me love that save. Cambridge. Chesnoid Gaming's Cambridge up next. They're 6th in the league. A local lad making a senior debut. Congratulations, Jack Griffiths. Amen to that. So hallelujah for Mr. Griffiths. Right, so we're playing the old 4-1-2-3 formation. See, this is the trouble, when you take a step up. We're a few years down the line now, so the teams have all changed slightly, and players have changed and stuff. So going off your knowledge of real life at the minute is helpful, but not great. Have a couple of Pentagon challenges from 2013, a lead save from 15. Yeah, getting Sutton Coldfield to the Premier League, that is a great thing. It's like when I did it with Hinkley. I can totally appreciate that. Totally appreciate it. Those are brilliant saves. Just having a think as to whether or not I want to change the system for this next match at Cambridge. There's a temptation to go with my other formation. Excuse me. Mauro Villette is back. That's always a bonus. He scored the first goal under my management in that win against Plymouth. So he'll always have a special place in my heart. Fraser Franks he was out before I got here. He's out for another 3 to 4 months. And his contract is up at the end of the season. That is a blow. You see, because I'm not going to get any chance to look at him and see how he is as a player. He's probably going to get released from his contract for the simple fact that I'm not going to be able to look at him, and it's a bit of a risk when I want to, start building a team to move the club onto a next level and get us noticed in terms of managerial prestige to move to our next level. It's difficult to take that risk on him. He's a good player. You can see that from his stats. But he's 29. He's had a long-term injury. It's one of them. Ranieri could leave Leicester. Manchester United have beaten Manchester City 2-1 in the third round FA Cup replay. What an age we live in. Steve Davin with a hat-trick for the under-23. Oh, aye up. Aye up then. Look at this lad with his little stats. He's got some good stats there. He's got good technique, a good first touch. His finishing is not brilliant. His determination is not great. But this guy, he could be worth a debut going forwards. He could be one of the youngsters that we'll perhaps give a debut to throughout between now and the rest of the season. Has Alan Kirbush taken over at Colchester, did I just see? Who is the interim manager at Colchester? How bizarre. Our Crew doing in League One. 9th. They're going well, considering they just got promoted. They got promoted last season from League 2 to League 1. And they're ninth. They're doing all right. That's good. Third in the league. That's not bad going at all, is it? Not bad going. I've been quite impressed, to be fair, with this beta so far. Because normally when the beta comes out, I'll take over a team and I'll just be, I'll get to the point where I want to put my fist through the screen. I wouldn't, but I feel like I want to, because they had that one a few years ago when at the very beginning of the beta you conceded from every single cross that went into the area, and then there's always something, which is why the betas are betas, so you can figure these things out, get them sorted. Who's this young man? Who are you? Just caught my eye there. A regen. Absolute wallop of a player. He's aggressive. He's angry. I'd be angry with that haircut, to be honest. I'd be pretty angry. Well, I can't speak. I've shaved my head. I've started to go grey or bold, grey and bold. So I've started shaving my head. So I can't really take the mick out of him, can I? Alan excited by inform. Where is Martin Allen now? Bristol City. Good effort. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. You're not stopping me. I'm going to move him up to the senior squad and we're going to pop him on the bench today. He scored a hat-trick for the under-23s. I think it's only fair that we give him an opportunity. Even if he doesn't come on, let's involve him. It's always a good way to start to get them sort of thinking first team-esque, is by just sort of every now and again drawing them into the subs bench and stuff. Found a position for Alberto Moreno as well. 9 goals, 8 assists. Wow. Really? Jesus. That is cray-cray form. He definitely deserves to see it on the bus to the next away game. Talking of on the bus, let's hop on it and get to Cambridge. Steve Davin, you, my friend, are on our bus. Well done. You need to get a bit of match fitness going. Ooh, Dean Stevens, not far off. I'm going to leave him there for now. Okay. I'll leave him where he is for now. That needs to come on the bench. Damn. You. Okay. I'm happy with that. Obviously, I've decided not to change the system today. But we may do going forward. Uche Piazzu. If you love watching a grown man have a teddy tantrum because his shot went wide, watch Uche Piazzu. At Crewe, he was the most petulant child I have ever seen. We loved him, but he was the biggest child I have ever seen. We had him and Nicky Ajose up front at one point, and Nicky Ajose was on fire. I mean, he could fart and he would score from the halfway line. He was that good at the point. We had him on loan, and we got a penalty, and they're going to score here. Excuse me, one moment. Just one moment. Well, I demand more from my players. Yeah, and we got a penalty, and Nicky Ajose was designated penalty taker, and Nicky Ajose, Uche Piazzu started having a tantrum. He was stamping his feet and waving his arms around. He snatched the ball off Ajose and threw it into the back of the stand so that Ajose couldn't take the penalty. Because Ajose wouldn't let him take it. It was one of the most pathetic shows of human emotion I've ever seen in my life. It's going in. It is. Boom. Southwell. He's driving the bus at the minute, this guy. 19 goals for the season. Obviously, that includes his tally at Kidderminster. He's at Pro. Didn't go well. Well done, Johnson, for cutting that out. But again, they're on like to play it few risky passes and to play it like a lot shorter than what he's trying to play it. Well blocked. I mean, that there. What is that all about? Why are you thumping it? Stop it. At Pro. Come on, swing it in. Southwell, get in. The man at this level is just unplayable. Unplayable. I would put good money on him getting a hat-trick now. We could still lose this match, but I would be surprised if Southwell doesn't collect a hat-trick today. When he gets 2, he tends to get 3. You know, it's very rare that he stays at 2. That was obviously at a lower level of football, so we'll see. And Blair Adams there was suckered into challenging that. Excellent. Flanagan's fitness is still a little bit iffy. The Honey Man can come on, and I'm going to bring. I know Gambin's having a good game, but we're going to bring Gambin off for young Jack Griffith. And then we're going to go in assertively, concentrate. Cambridge have had a lot of goes, haven't they? Looks like Southwell isn't going to get a third, but it looks like they're going to get a second. That's what I think to that. How do I do player recruitment? I will look a lot myself. I'm not going to tell them we're unlucky today. I'm going to tell them I was far from pleased with their performance because they let it slip. It's crosses. I've tweaked, I've tinkered, I've played with it to try and cut out the crosses and stuff, but it's just a case of at the moment on this beta, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's very bizarre, but we've got a decent little run going. Yeah, sometimes the scouts I will get scouts to scout certain players, but I tend to look myself, and also I sometimes get my director of football to approach, to look for players as well, and then I'll have the last say on it. So he'll make a move for a player, I'll look at their stats, see what I think to them, and then do it that way. But 9 times out of 10 it's me sitting here for hours looking at players and just going off stat. If I like the stats, I'll get them. Sometimes the star rating isn't great, but I'll see the stats and I'll think, nah, I could do something with that guy, and I'll bring them in. And sometimes they don't always work out, obviously, but sometimes they do, and when they do, it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. I'm very disappointed that we've suddenly started conceding from crosses again. We've got Hartlepool coming up after the transfer window shuts. Who's moved for you? It's a lot of money for. I mean, I'm not obviously going to buy him. This would be for a loan move. I'm just thinking maybe it'd be a good idea to get another defender in. Position. Central defender. I'm just thinking it might be worth bringing another central defender in as cover. Carl Suri from Chelsea. No. No. Charlie Mellor at Man U. Good heading. Good heading. See what my scout says about him. He'll probably be moved because there's already been bids for him, so he'll probably be gone by the time we get a scout report back. We've already scouted a few. You know, I'm not a big fan of loaning defenders that can't get in the first team from my former club, so. Yeah, oh, I do, man, I do. I mean, you don't really see it on a lot of my saves. I don't show it all, but there are times when I have sat on a Saturday for about 6 hours trawling through non-league teams to find players. It's not uncommon at all. I've done it many, many times. Sat there trawling through non-league after non-league team, looking at all the players. Found some absolute gems though over the years. Absolute perler of players. Signing whatever the price. £600,000 is the price to sign him, my friend. Saying. See, it's saying to play him at the. What we got? There's a limit of 4 long-term loan players can be signed from clubs. We currently have none. You, Farend Rawson, come and hop on our bus and join us at home against Hartlepool. I know we don't need to get a bus to play Hartlepool at home, but you know what I mean. First FM/CM game that I played, I started off, my first football management game I ever played was the very, very first ever Premier Manager game. I loved it. Didn't really understand it. I didn't really understand what I needed to do. I just loved it though. And then I got Premier Manager 2 and Premier Manager 3. And then my brother, who's older than me, got a brand new PC and gave me his old PC, and that had Championship Manager. I think it was 97. No, 94. Was it 93, 94? Was it 97? No, it's Premier Manager 90. I think it was Championship Manager 97. Was that, and it was just so much more because I'd never had a PC before. And I was just like, oh my god, look at this. And there was Championship Manager Italia as well. I had that for my Amiga and stuff, and I was just like, whoa, this shit's crazy. And it was so much more in depth than Premier Manager and stuff. And yeah, that was it. I was sold. Who are you? Oh, it is you. It is you, my old mate Gaz. Me and him back in the day. Back in the day. Who are you? Who the devil are you? You have had quite a few clubs and you've got a wonderful name. But you're not my cup of tea. What about you, dude? What was your first one? People, if you want to pop in the comments, feel free. Don't be afraid to speak. The love of God. I know I'm one of those people though who just sits and listens to the streams. First CM, CM2, first management game. Pro Manager 97. Yeah, I remember Pro Manager 97. I used to have that as well. But yeah, the first Premier Manager game, I've still got my very old, very first Amiga. It's in my parents' house, and I've still got Premier Manager 1, 2 and 3, and I've got a save on Premier Manager 3 And I'm Northwich Victoria, and I think I've done about 150 years on it or something stupid. I don't know, that's probably a massive over-exaggeration, to be fair. But I've took Northwich Victoria. It took me 15 seasons to get them out of the conference. And then we went up to the Division 2 as it was then. Division 3, sorry, as it was then. League 2 as it's known now. And got relegated first season. And it took me another 12 seasons to get back up again. And after that, I just never looked back and took them all the way. And we're now like the most dominant team in the entire world. Like no team in the world could touch them. I haven't looked at it for so long. But every now and again, I'm like my mum's, I think to myself, oh, shall I load it up and have a look? This Hartlepool game worries me a little. The lower league players that would turn into the same after one season. Yeah, I remember that. Crazy. And I used to love the old Premier Manager games, and my mate used to be like, because they used to have like a phone and a phone book, so you could go and look for player, like look through the clubs and stuff and speak to other clubs. And I remember there used to be a couple of numbers where you dial them in, and this was on Premier Manager 2. A little slot machine would come up, and you play the slot machine, and sometimes you get like money. You know, you get a bit of money if you won. And then there was another one where you get 3 skulls, and like half your team would get injured and stuff, and it was really funny. That'd drive me mad. I'd hate it now, but as a kid, I used to think it was really funny. I used to love it. Absolutely love it. And then one of my friends was messing around on the phone on Premier Manager 3 once, and he typed in all these numbers, and it said such and such cheat has been unlocked. And when he went back to his squad, all of his players were 99 rated. I think the main one was Phyllis Girk. Yeah, I think I seem to remember that. Yeah, he would. He'd sort of knock the ball forwards, pass the ball, and then just run onto it. Oh, he's gone to Luton. That's disappointing. What are you saying to me, man? The squad looks particularly thin on the goalkeeper department. It does, doesn't it? It does. It does. I think, yeah. I don't know what I've just clicked. I just automatically hit the click. I think maybe I'm disappointed we've missed out on him. We were too slow. That Aaron Davis at Fulham. No. You're atrocious. We are, mate. We are seriously showing our age now. Well, the fact that when I started playing Premier Manager 1, Steve Bruce was about 24. That says it all. I know that's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah. Yeah, showing age, mate. Veterans of the genre is what we are. Let's have a look at goalkeepers. What we got? Show me. Richard McCurdy. Ooh, you look decent. But I don't want to bring in a goalkeeper who's going to bitch and whinge about not playing. So maybe contract status. Ooh, Will Jaskalainen is still available. He's still available. Oh, and he's lowered his wage demands ridiculously. I'm just going to keep... Come on, be cheeky. We've got... He wanted, right? He wanted £1,200 when we first tried to get him. He's just accepted 240. What is that all about? Let's see if there's any more gems. Is he the... Yeah, he's the goalkeeper. See, I'm getting so confused now between my Johnsons. I just can't comprehend what Johnson's what anymore. Let's see what else we got in the expired. Now, him I tried to get, and it was accepted, but I couldn't, for love nor money, get a work permit for him. But they would still let me sign him, but I'd have to wait 120 days to apply for a work permit. And I was just like, I'm not doing that. He would have been on about £1,200. He's a great player, but I can't afford to have him sitting in the reserves earning that money for no return. We'll look at you in a minute. Horsfield. Who's this guy? This guy looks interesting. He's not great for us, but he looks interesting for someone. Dan Burn. He's good, but he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna do. Well, mind you though, you're a decent player, former Barnet player actually. To be fair, on loan anyway. No, you're not. Who wants you? Brizzle. Okay. I don't know. Jake Simpson. I don't think really there's much more out there that's going to tempt me to part with my good money, I don't think. We're at a bit of a crossroads at the minute where it's difficult to find players that are going to seriously improve us at the moment. We got Jaskalainen now. That's good. Will Jaskalainen for literally £1,000 less a week than what I wanted originally when I first went to him, when I first joined. It's crazy, but it's worth a punt. It's a no risk punt if you ask me for that one. Lose a couple of quid on wages is the worst that'll happen. To be fair. So let's get Piercy boy to welcome him in. What's this she's saying? Some people will suggest that he's a panic buy. Yeah, because I didn't try and sign him like when I first joined the club, and I've not been sort of toing and throwing between bringing him in and stuff. It's pointless making those claims right now. Let's wait and see. No, I would respond, to be honest, these claims made by people that have absolutely no idea. Got to be careful what I say to the press though, because one of the stipulations in my contract is that I handle the media better, which was a cool little thing. They said that my handling of the media at former clubs has been pretty poor. Graham Dorrans has joined Luton. That's bizarre. Do you plan to? Oh, the plan is to loan him out. Whatever. We'll just clear that. But yeah, they were like, yeah, your handling of the media at previous clubs hasn't been great, and I was like, yeah, well, I can do better. Blah blah blah. There's still enough in the bank. We'll just tell them that. Never give away that you're struggling financially, which we kind of are. But mind you, that's not too bad. It was minus 70 when we got here, so it's doubled. So I suppose it is pretty bad. But when I was at Kidderminster, we were like £1.1 million in the red, and the board were doing nothing to try and change that. I couldn't do anything to change it. You know, it was down to the board, really. There you go. There you have it. Oh. Oh, sorry guys, I've just gone really quiet there. My according to my tablet, my stream had gone. So apologies about that. It said it had gone offline on my tablet, so apologies there if it cut out for a second or whatever. See, they're going to make a move for him and they're going to get him, but they don't need to worry about work permits probably like we do. So that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That was really bizarre. It just came up like on my, because I've got it on so I can see the chat on my iPad, and it came up on the screen where the picture is of the stream. It was like offline all of a sudden. I was like, the fuck? I just checked, and according to YouTube, it was all fine. Done deal. Really pleased for him. He's got himself a club. He's moved to the Austrian First Division. Well, fair play to him. Good luck to him, I say. What are you saying? Really pleased, yeah. We confirmed that ages ago. Let's get his transfer deadline done. Get this Hartlepool game underway. See, now I'm toying with the idea of, do I change the system again? I mean, I didn't change it in the last match. We did all right, but I don't know whether I want to go with I have like a 4-3-3 or a 4-3-1-2, however you want to look at it, sort of formation as well. And I don't know whether to give that a crack or not. So we drew the last 2-2. Just draw 2-2-2. And now we've got Hartlepool. This is what I've got at the minute. And I know I've spelt philosophy wrong there. I don't know why I put a Y in it for people who are very astute and noticed it. But this is the 4-4-2 Kidderminster one. This is version 2 of that. It's changed slightly. And it does work. It does work very well, to be fair. Except for every now and again we just have a brain fart and start conceding goals from corners and crosses. Not corners, crosses. But then there's the 4-3-1-2, which is this one. It's a different approach, obviously. Very control based, very short pass based. I don't know whether to give it a crack or not. See, this one we're very astute with. You know, we know it inside out. The other one maybe not so much, but I'm just thinking we might be able to catch somebody off guard, but I might play it away. When we play Shrewsbury away after this one, I might give the 4-4-2 another crack today, and then we'll see. You know, then we might perhaps go with the other one for the away game. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, it's the conundrum. We'll see. So, Southwell, he's got Player of the Month. Well done, that man. And then Young Player of the Month is Cabango. Well done, that man. And then Manager of the Month is not me. I've missed out narrowly to Gavin Rose of Chesterfield. That was a close one. It was a close one. You may spring Will Yaskalainen on transfer deadline day. Were you ever tempted to get one or two more in before the deadline? Of course, it can be tempting, but on the whole, we're happy with what we've got. Pretty good. That'll do. That'll do. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what to. I don't know whether to perhaps. You see, because touch wood, you know, we're not losing. We're not losing. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, sort of thing. But we started conceding silly goals from crosses, which is another issue. So I don't know. Just answers on a freaking postcard for this one. I think we'll stick it. I think we'll stick it for now. Right, what we got? Who's back? Who's back? Anybody? Anybody of interest? Dean Stevens can come onto the bench today. Jack Griffith can drop out. You two can start. I'm actually going to start John Akinde instead of Atpro today. I know it's a risky affair, but I'm going to do it. The rest of you seem alright. Happy and you know it, clap your hands. Mariaville out needs to get some sharpness going. So we'll leave him off the pitch for now, but obviously we'll bring him back in as and when we need to. Okay, let's go straight off the bat, right? Straight off the bat with a passionate concentrate. Why is this slowing down? Oh, Southwell scored though, straight from the kickoff. Boom. Right in your face. Happy with that. It seems to have sorted itself out now. The match engine is, or can be, quite framey at times anyway. It goes through fits and starts. If you are playing it and your match engine is ridiculously framey, you need to go into your settings and change the rendering settings. Normally it's strange when people have it on software, which is for lesser graphics cards, it seems to judder more than what it does when you put GPU assisted on, but GPU assisted can be pretty heavy on your system. So kick him. Oh, he's got away. Jesus, come on, assertively. No, come on, assertively demand more. John Akinde, he's found Johnson. We nearly got more. We demanded it. We nearly got it. Just going. Here comes my dog, lummoxing up the stairs. I'm just, oh shit, going to tweet out again about the stream. Go on, Ward, play it. Not too, I was expecting you to play it. That's good ball through to Johnson. It's Flanagan now. He's still got it somehow. He's Akinde. Johnson's in and he scored. It's 2-0. It's 2-0, boys. It's 2-0. We're living the dream. Let's quote this bad boy. Here comes Johnson to Akinde. Oh, Akinde lost it, but we've still got hold of it. Johnson's across and Gambin's put it over. False alarm. Sit back down. Sit back down. Hashtag. We are the community. Hashtag. So many hashtags you have to remember to put in these things now. Hashtag FM17. Hashtag FM17 beta. That'll do us. That'll do us. So good. So good. So let's just check this. Sorry guys, I'm just checking that all is okay. Yep, it seems to think it is anyway. Okay. Okay, right. See, this is what worries me. We're 2-0 up. We're playing pretty well, all things considered. But I'm still terrified that we're going to draw or lose. It's like being in a crew match. I could be 4 or 5-0 up and I'd still be worrying. I'm pushing out wide. Oh, fucking cross again. Fucking cross again. Oh. Sorry for the foul language. Excuse me. Trying to Kinde's had an absolute corker setting up goals. But I know, let's give you a go. And Thomas Grant can come in. Thomas Grant. Try contain. I could regret this, but we've gone contain. Passionately concentrate. Are we going to see this out? We're going to see this out, aren't we? Stevens, Flanagan, Gambin. Come on. The ball that's going to no one, but get in. We've seen it out. I'm pleased with that. We ground that out towards the end, really. Calmly, it was a good win. I hate it when they're like, nothing specific to say. There is. We got a win, for God's sake. 1, 2, 3, 4, so 7th, 43 points. 4 points. You see, it's so tight, this league is ridiculous. Ridiculously tight. Ridiculously tight. Now then, let's go through the dilemma again of do we have a crack with the other system for the away game, just to mix it up a bit, to try and catch them off guard. I've got a penny here, right? I've got a penny in my hand, and I am going to flick it. Flip it even, not flick it. Okay. Now, I was going to say tails we swap, heads we stick. It's come up tails. So let's do it one more. Oh God, the penny's gone. It's gone. Let's try again. Slippery little sucker. Right, that's tails twice. So, the power of the penny has spoken. We're going to give the other system a crack against 9th placed Shrewsbury. On my head be it, I am fully aware of the consequences of this. It could be a disaster. It would be my fault if it is a disaster. Let's retweet that. Okie dokie then. Golden Goal FM has just tweeted out his 3rd episode of Forest Green Rovers save. For those of you who are into that, he really puts the effort in. He got like he did over 200 episodes of his Kenilworth Capers series last year. And admit I couldn't watch them all. I didn't have time to watch them all, but I watched as many as I could, and it was a good series. And he deserves a lot of credit, does Matt, for getting 200 episodes out. Other YouTubers, bigger YouTubers, get a lot of like praise for hitting 200 episodes, and rightly so. This isn't me being bitchy or anything, but rightly so, they get a lot of praise. But Matt deserves it as well. He put a lot of effort into it, a lot of effort. So fair play to him for that. And I think he'll do the same again this year. The guy just seems to love making FM videos, which is awesome. Awesome. In fact, he's probably one of the most like driven FM YouTubers I've ever known. It's awesome. Sean Derry is the manager of Shrewsbury. Interesting. Biggest threat is their tackling. Best form player, AJ Leach-Smith, former Crew player. Match preparations. Williams feels focusing on defending set pieces would be good. Okay, particular attention will be needed to AJ Leach-Smith. Okay. So, we've got to cripple AJ, basically. Is what they're telling us. We've got to give AJ Leach Smith a right shoeing. That's what they're telling me. Remember, the penny has spoken. The penny has spoken. Let's just get a few extra bits of... Yeah, I know we're not ready yet, but it just gives us an idea, doesn't it? There's an extra couple of bits of donations so they know that's the formation we're going to be playing. Well, so we know, not so they know. They won't know. As far as they're concerned, we're probably only going to play the 4-4-2. So I'm just hoping that this... I'd be happy with a point. A point would be a successful result for me. As long as we don't lose. I just don't want to lose. I don't want to change it and lose. But I just want to see how these players fit with that tactic. Oh, he's been taken ill for 3 to 4 days. He got a cold. Oh, he's got a sniffle. He's got the sniffles as our kid. And he's off. Right, okay. Griffiths, you've had your little stint in the first team. Mr. Davin hasn't yet played for the first team, so we'll leave him up there for now. We're going to give him a debut. That much is for sure. Give him a little taster. You know, oh, first licks for free. That sort of thing. And then after that, we'll see how he shapes up. This is risky. This is risky changing the top. It is. It's risky. I'm being silly, aren't I, by doing it? I know I am. But we at some point we've got to look at it and we've got to see how they fare with it. And I am very much a throw people at the deep end kind of guy when it comes to football manager. I do it with my youth players. I will literally. I've been known in the past to give a 16-year-old centre back his debut in a Champions League final. I've done it before. I'll do it again. You know, I'm one of them. Sink or swim, fellas. That's what I say. Swink or slim. That's what I mean. Not. So yeah. See, they're kind of on the same wavelength. The assistant manager and coaches and stuff are kind of along the same wavelength as me. Do this, do that. Whew. I can feel it in my fingers. I can feel it in my toes. Oh, this could be horrible. How Kiddy doing? How are you doing? How are you? You dropped to 15th. You're not going very well, are you? They've had a bit of a stumble. In fact, since Jim Harvey's come in, they've won 1 match, lost 4, drew 2. Doesn't bode well for my old mate Jim. Matthias Hartwig. That is a name. That is a name if ever I did see one. Your contract's up at the end of the season. You need to be coming back from injury, really. You're back in with a shout, but let's... Under 23s, 90 minutes until match fit. Go. Right, let's pack up this bus to Shrewsbury and see how we do. Right, let's hit quick pick and see what we got. Okay, so it reckons Lumley in goal, obviously. Where's Jaskalainen? Where is Jaskalainen? Why is Will Jaskalainen there? Come on. Come on, I can't do all the work. Come on now. We'll make him available, though, for the under 23s. Right, let's hit quick pick again. Okay, everybody who's available is available. So... That's good. Yes, I'm not having him on the bench. I just wanted to know where he was. Those of you tuned into the last live com will know that last time I didn't have a goalkeeper on the bench. My goalkeeper got injured. My central defender went in goal, conceded, but then saved a penalty and we drew 1-1. It was a wonderful, wonderful moment in my life. It really was. So we've got a lot of injury-prone players around. Excuse me. So Gambin playing central. See, we're short of central mid according to this, really. I'm gonna pop you in there because for me you're a better fit than what Gambin is. Gambin's a very good player, but he's not a central player. The Honeyman is there. Southwell, Akindi, Johnson, Anderson, Cabango, Pearson and Lumley. Right, let's get this tactical disaster out of the way. Yes, I know Anderson is not fully fit. I'm aware of this. But he's fitter than the other guys, so let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. Come on. I just told them to go out there and play their game, and John Akinde looks stressed. That's not a good sign for me. Well done, Ward. It's a nice little ball to Southwell. Come on, Flanagan now. Plays it to Ward. He's going to whip it out to the wing. He is. Here's Pearson. Swings it across. Akinde has fluffed his lines. No wonder he looks stressed. The short corner. Oh, they've done him. Oh, Cabango at the far post. Excuse me. Anderson is in a bad shape, ain't he? Jesus. Okay, so we're going in at half-time by the looks of things at a 0-0. That's not too bad, really. That's not too bad at all. Passionately, I'm after what I've seen, keep it going. I'm going to have to bring Axel off. I'm not keen on doing that, but he's very, 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 very tired. And I just feel it needs to be done. And John Akinde is going to be coming off relatively soon because he's not at the races. But here's Southwell. Couldn't get the turn on the ball, but here's Cabango. Here's Ward. Grant plays it to Ward. Oh, Flanagan's giving it away, and now Shrewsbury have the chance to break on us here, and they're coming at us like a bloody crazy wasp swarm, and they have scored. We have been doing really well up until that point. That is very, very disheartening for me. John Akinde, get off the football pitch. And Dean Stevens can go on. That is... What am I vibrating for? Golden goal. Oh, she's telling me about Matt's upload. Well, it's backfired in terms of the fact that we have lost this game. Bastard. Oh, that is so disheartening because we played really well. It was just Flanagan's one moment, one lapse of... I mean, look at that, 59%, 19 shots. We didn't score, though. That's the worry. Damn it. It was a risk. It didn't pay off. I am disappointed in myself for that. We deserved at least a point from that. That is really disheartening. Really disheartening. But, yeah, look, how a tactical gamble fails. All because of a mistake from Flanagan. Well, I take it on the chin. It was my decision. It was the coin's fault. The coin chose. We all agreed to blame the coin. It's the coin's fault. But, there you go. We flipped the coin. It said give it a go. We gave it a go. It didn't work out. We dust ourselves, move on. It was working fine, but one momentary lapse in concentration has cost us. For that, we were very centralised in that match. I also have concerns about John Akinde. He seems very out of sorts in front of goal. It is concerning me, if I'm honest. We've got Mansfield up next, so let's see. Let's see what happens to us here, shall we? Oh, I feel really, really like we were going so well, and never mind. Never mind. Celtic top of the Scottish Premier League, Hearts, Dundee, Rangers down in 4th at the minute. Hey Richie, how's it going, my son? How are you, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. You just missed me. We were on a 6 game unbeaten run, and I have a second system that I play. I've not been at Barnet long. I've been playing my 4-4-2 system, and I needed to see how they did with my 4-3-1-2. So I flipped a coin, and 2 out of 3 said we'll go with the system change, and we were playing really well, holding them off, and then we got FM'd by one of our own players just cocking up in the middle of the park and giving the ball away and conceded from it, and now I'm completely and utterly disheartened to the point where I feel like I should offer my resignation. Yes, mate, we're in 2020. 2020, we're flying the flag high. Flying the flag for speeding through the years at the minute.
What's up, guys? You're listening to Argo Fox's most played releases of 2015. On today's mix, we'll be featuring some of Argo Fox's iconic artists, Dr.
Alright, I've gone all quiet now. I'm kicking myself. Absolutely kicking myself. It's my fault we lost our little unbeaten run. Take it on the chin. Let's move on. We've got Mansfield next. We were 14th in the league, 41 points. We can overtake them if things go our way. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. That crept up on me there. Don't you hear that? I bet. I'm sorry. I got told off once on a video. Somebody unsubbed me and disliked my video because I burped. It just caught me unawares. I apologised. It was in the middle of something really important, so I couldn't really cut it out of the video. And this guy was like, that's what he said. God, you're decent. You're decent. How have I not noticed you? I'm hoping we can get back on track against Mansfield, because that was a little bit of a chink in the armour to lose that last match. Only our second defeat though since joining them, so. Oh mate, don't even ask. We lost 1-0 to Yeovil today, despite hitting the bar 3 times, the post twice I think it was. I mean, typically for us, we dominate matches from start to finish a lot of the time, but still don't win. And today we got hit by a really good free kick. Fair play to them. They scored from free kick. We lost 1-0. And I daren't ask what happened with your boys, because I know you went 1-0 up in the first minute, and then I saw it was 1-1, and then I looked again, and I swear to God, it said you were losing 4-1. I could be wrong. I don't want to assume here. But, oh God, yeah, you did. 4-2, didn't you? Wow. We don't need to speak about that, do we? Let's not talk about football. Let's not talk about our teams today. Let's not discuss these things today, because it's going to upset us both. Right. Davin's going on. You know what? We're going to do something now. This is one of my moments. I've just come off the back of that. Let's try a different formation. No, it's not worked. Let us play an untried, untested youth player ahead of John Akinde, who's been unable to hit a cow's arse with a banjo since we've got here. Let's do it. I'm not even going to put Akinde on the bench. That's how serious I am. And I'm just going to quickly just run, hit it before I change my mind. There, we've done it. Yeah, it was, mate. Sometimes though you have these games, don't you? But we are now again the fans are now again calling for Davis to get the boot from Crewe. He's had plenty of time now to sort it out, and it's not happening. I mean, we're not getting hammered every week like we were last year, but we were in a much better division last year. So, you know, a lot of people want him gone. A lot of people want him gone. I personally think now it's getting to the point where it should be looked at, because he's not listening. He's not like, he won't admit when he's wrong. He won't back down. He starts getting really arsey then and starts saying stupid things about fans, like only people who are over 50 are real fans because they understand the club. People under the age of 50 don't get it. Oh, feck off, Rose. Danny bloody Rose. Danny bloody Rose. He is a monster at this level. A monster. Right, we're going in, two-footed. I've just told them a lot of them are average players, I think. I swear to God, I just saw the words that there's a lot of you out there are average. I could be wrong. Right. You've had a crack, young man. Let's get that Pratt Pro on. Jean-Louis at Pratt Pro. Let's give him a bit of a G up. Passionately, you've got what it takes. I could well have destroyed our season by playing that young lad in goal, by playing that other tactic in the last match. Come on, we've got it in us to do these. Flanagan, come on. At Pratt Pro. Johnson, get in. Uno. Up in the face. That's what I like to see. Come on. It's Flanagan. What's a great ball to Southwell? And he scored! Get in. Get on. Right, everybody back. Everybody back. Contain. Do not allow them to manoeuvre anywhere near our goal mouth. Get in. Get in. Again, Ryan Lowe's like, don't need to talk about nothing. We do. That was a superb comeback. Well done. Well done, the boys. That has pleased me. That has pleased. God, look at Chesterfield and Hartlepool with a 4-4 draw. Check them out. Right, that has done us a wonderful thing. Pro can go on the bet. I'm just sorting this out now so I don't forget. And then Davin, you've had your crack. That's your little taster. That'll get him now kind of like, oh, I've played first team football. And then he'll be like, oh, I've played one game, but I want more. And he'll go back into the under-23s and he'll absolutely butt bang the under-23 league now until I give him another game. Hopefully. That's the plan anyway. That's the plan. But that was a fantastic turnaround. And I feel better now. I feel much, much better. Do. Really pleased with that. Really pleased. Post-match analysis. Best performer was Justin Johnson, the man on loan from Dundee United. Worst performance, oh bless him, young Steve Davin. He didn't have the greatest of games, but he needed to get a go. He needed to be given that opportunity, and he'll be back. He'll bounce back. Really pleased with that comeback though. The heat map for the focus of attack all over the shop. Nicely spread, mainly centralised obviously, but nicely spread out all in all. Who made the most mistakes? Charlie Ward. See, that surprises me because to me Flanagan looks the more uncomfortable on the ball. He seems to be more kind of higgledy-piggledy on the ball. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? And Southwell, still going strong. Love this man. Highly recommending to anybody doing a lower league management save on FM17. Get him on your bus. Get him on your bus. Got Colchester up next. They are currently being managed by interim manager Alan Kirbishley. I don't know either, but that's the way it is. 62-year-old Alan Kirbishley. Oh, they're adventurous. They're an adventurous bunch. They've got Marcus Bone up top. Macaulay Bone, sorry, Marcus Bone. Macaulay Bone. Now, this guy on previous FMs, he knows how to score a goal in the back of the golf net. He really does. He is a superb striker. It'll be interesting to see if he is as clinical on this one as he has been in the past two. They did get a good dicking off Shrewsbury last time out. Now, we only lost 1-0 to Shrewsbury, and it was our own fault that we lost 1-0 to Shrewsbury. We're a place above them in the league as well. We could actually, I'm not getting carried away here, but we could actually go on to 45 points. And if all results went our way, we would be sat outside the playoffs by a point come the end of the day against them. That would be crazy. Absolutely crazy, considering I came in with the team in 19th position, struggling to get away from the drop zone. It would be a wonderful turnaround. It would be most welcome. It really would. Rich, I don't know if you're still in here, Rich, mate. When are you streaming next? When's the next Barca? I know it took like an hour and a half, whatever it was, to get into the first game, but I quite enjoyed it. It's just nice to sit and chill and listen to somebody else play while I play. Not with myself, with the game, before anybody says it. Cheeky boys. Good Lord above. Right. So. No. I'm doing it. I know at Pro is decent in front of goal. Stevens needs to get his sharpness up. His fitness is good, it's just his sharpness. So we'll start with him. And we'll see how we go. Be interesting to see how he does. See, it says John Akinde is our key man, but he's not. He's been very hit and miss. What on Southwell? I don't know why I'm getting so many frames all of a sudden. And the match engine. Johnson scored though. Justin Johnson. That looked like a lovely finish. It's Flanagan. Southwell. It was woeful. That was absolutely woeful. Southwell again. Another long ranger. Trying to ping him in from distance at the minute. Interestingly. It's done for Colchester. All they're in. Well saved and cleared by Johnson. Flanagan clears. Only as far as done. It's coming back in though. Pearson's given away a penalty. You absolute pillock. You absolute pillock. Oh, cheers, Martin, mate. Much appreciated. Thanks for dropping by, man. I shall see you when I see you. Right, we need to assertively, we can still win this. I believe. That's better. One, go! Cabango! Ben Cabango from another set piece. Third goal of the season, 2-1 Barnet. Well done, that young man. Here's another set piece, comes across. Here's Flanagan, Southwell, Ward. Oh, it's cleared. Snow is falling all around us on the pitch. John Akinde can come on. And he's had a good game, Johnson, but Vilhete can come on as well. This has been an okay match so far, but here they come, cleared away. Here's Manning now. Oh, he's hit the woodwork. Boone, or Boney, or Bonnie, or however you want to say it, is offside. Let's drop to contain the last moments of the game, hopefully, as long as we can see this out. It's Akinde. It's Gabbin. Southwell, it's 3. Get in. 3-1. Now we'll drop to contain and hopefully just see the match out. Southwell's got another one from that corner there. 4-1 to the Barnet boys. Colchester are taking a dick in here. Cleared away. Just see this out now. Well done, Ward. Oh, that's it. Fantastic. Absolutely fan-bloody-tastic. A 4-1 win. Look, and the system manager, nothing specific to say. Yes, there is. We've just beaten Colchester 4-1 at home, mate. I think a little bit of, like, oh, well done, might be deserved. We're up to 11th. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7th, isn't it? Yeah. 5. We're 3 points off the playoffs. Interesting. Ebbsfleet, look at them. They are on an absolute storming run. They're up to 3rd. They're in the automatic promotion places. A fantastic effort. Well done to them. Well done indeed. Right, guys, my throat is starting to absolutely rip me to shreds. So let's just praise Southwell. So I am going to call it a stream there. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Remember to hit a like on it if you've enjoyed it, or just to help me out. If you want to help me out, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. The response to these streams has been really good. It's been really sort of a real good boost for me personally, and the fact that people are coming back and watching the stream videos afterwards also is really cool. So thank you so much to everybody who's done that. It's been a pleasure, guys. Thank you so much once again. Enjoy your Saturday evening and rest of the weekend, and I'll see you in the next episode of a video that goes up, or in the next stream. Thanks very much, guys. Bye bye.